You heard me. I'm quitting the paper.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I am. So get down there because they really need you.
It's you they need. I'm out of the news game.
So am I.
Nick's already tried this trick on me.
This is for real. Look, I know you can't work under the same roof with me, so I'm going to leave.
Well, I'm sorry your Grantchester's been wasted, because I'm not going back.
Fletcher, you're not going to get rid of me that easily. I'm not through with you yet.
Edward, we lost track of time a little bit. Let me take your coat, yeah?
Are you sure? Because if this is a bad time, I mean...
It's a perfect time. Let me have your coat.
A little behind.
Yeah, but we've been looking forward to this for a long time.
You two are terrible liars. You know that?
Yeah, I know, but we're trying to improve it.
Well, you know, please stay anyway. You're here, right? And with our schedules, it's just so impossible to make the time to get together. Well, if you're sure. Absolutely. Okay. In fact, I think a night with friends would... It's what we need. Right, Ross?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, at least let's let the guys make dinner, okay? Let's cook something, Ross.
Okay.
What do you say?
That's good.
Okay, I'll get you.
Yeah, okay. Terrific. Yeah.
Let's do something with tuna. What do you say?
Sounds good.
Tuna milk.
So, here you've got a new daughter. Gather she's, something. Yeah, she's something. Actually, she's a selfish little brat. Oh. And let me guess, dear Dad doesn't see her that way. Exactly. No. Ross thinks that her behavior is almost charming. Nothing more than a little nuisance. I think it's dangerous.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, I think that Dinah loves her father, but I don't think that's why she's here. I think she wants money. I think she would do anything to get it, including destroying this home.
Well, then she has to leave.
That's exactly what I told her.
You did?
Yes.
Well, what did Ross say?
That he wants her to stay. It's very important to him. He has missed being a father to her up until now.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do?
I don't know.
I'm telling you to leave.
I hear you.
Then do it.
No.
Vamoose, Amscray, hit the bricks. Holly, then I'm going to have to throw you out of here.
Go ahead.
Holly!
Hi. Fletcher, I'm so sorry. I know you're angry. I have invaded your domain. Well, it's too bad. You've been angry ever since you left the paper.
I'm not angry.
No, of course not.
Look, we have nothing more to say. We said everything we had to say up north at the ice shack.
We have more to say.
Then I don't want to hear it, and stop trying to fix me. I am not broken.
Fletcher, I hurt you. Is that so hard to admit?
You're not my therapist.
But I would like you to be happy.
I'm happy. I have my home. I have my boy. We're spending time together.
Where is he?
Where is he?
Your boy.
He's a teenager. How should I know? Besides, I need time to work on my novel.
Your computer seems to be off.
That's because I'm giving it a rest. I'm working it too hard.
And what's this, shrine to junk food?
This is my brain food. I think very well right here. Thank you very much.
While you're doing what? Watching game shows?
I watch the news.
Television news.
Yeah, I know it's beneath me, but I didn't think there was going to be a newspaper to read.
So you've been thinking about the journal, huh?
Been thinking about a lot of things.
Fletcher, that place is chaos without you, and come on, you're going crazy climbing the walls.
That's
here.
your fantasy.
Not according to Nick.
Oh, I think I left something in the car. No, you stay put. Right there, friend.
Oh, man, just in time. This ought to be good.
Flash, look. No, hold it right there. You live with me, but you stay out of my private business. Anything you learn about me is nobody's business, especially hers. Oh, what did you say to him?
Just that I knew he was going crazy at home worrying about the paper.
And I didn't think you were going to report to him.
No, I didn't. No, I went in there to pay a courtesy call to let her know that I was giving my notice. And while I was there, I told her that if she was expecting you to come in, it wasn't going to happen. That's all.
So you had no idea she was going to quit?
Quit what?
The paper.
Great. Now we can all stay home and write novels.
Ben, your father likes working at the paper more than anything else in the world, doesn't he?
I wouldn't answer that if I were you.
But he's been unhappy, hasn't he?
There's another loaded question.
And I have made him unhappy. You know that's true.
Ben, listen, why don't you and Bill go outside and throw some hoops, okay?
Why should he do that? At least he can keep his mouth shut.
Oh, yeah, well, he didn't learn it from you.
Well, Dad, you haven't been happy.
Ben, did you hear what I just said?
Better shut up.
Going back to the Journal will make your father happy, won't it, Ben?
Maybe.
Ben, I'm happy being at home with you.
You are?
Congratulations, Holly. Now you confused my kid.
Fletcher, yeah. Oh, well, well. Lucky me. I found the clandestine meeting of the Journal Refugees.
Well, I guess that would be me, too.
What are you doing here?
I followed you.
Okay, Holly, how many people are joining us here in this discussion of my life? Is it an open forum, or is it a guest list I haven't seen
my
yet?
editor and my publisher are not doing their jobs.
Me, too.
Me 3.
Ben, look, in case anybody cares, there's an afternoon issue to get out, so I'd like for everybody to go back to the Journal, please.
I quit.
So did I.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Quiet!
Tell you this would be good.
Look, as much as I would love for the Journal to fail, it would serve you all right, and I wouldn't have to read any more negative press about me. But I have a lot invested in this rag, so as much as I would like to run the Journal myself and fire all of you, I can. So nobody, and I repeat, nobody leaves here until we work this out.
This is not my problem.
Oh, yes, it is.
It's not my problem either.
Well, then whose is it?
You're all the problem.
I'm not leaving.
Me neither.
Well, then let's just all stay.
No, you're not.
Well, somebody has to go.
I want somebody over to the Journal immediately.
That means you.
No, it doesn't.
Well, it's not me.
Well, then...
All right, enough. Look, time for an executive decision here. Holly, you take Nick and Tangi and go back to the Journal.
I'm not going to let Fletcher quit.
Yes,
You have no choice in the matter.
Look, I will stay here and I will work things out with Fletcher.
There's nothing to work out.
If somebody has got to quit, it's got to be me.
Wrong again.
Holly, go.
Tangi, Nick, you know that Fletcher...
This is not up for a vote.
Good, that's because I want everybody to go now.
Wait a minute, Fletcher. If Holly wasn't working at the Journal any longer, would you be working there right now?
You know, I was wondering that myself.
Well, then stop wondering. This is not an either-or situation. How many times do I have to say that?
Fletcher, I want you to look me in the eye and honestly tell me why you won't work at the Journal.
I'm writing my novel.
You're not looking me in the eye.
I don't have to.
So what's it about?
What's what about?
Your novel.
It's about a lot of things. It's too complicated to explain.
Oh, it's not a love story, then?
No, it's not. It's about a guy who goes berserk and murders everybody in his kitchen and is driving him crazy.
Good, then we can go, right, Holly? Come on.
I'm not leaving.
You're not moving in here.
Oh, you wish. We've got room.
Ben? You know, I think she's got a point.
What?
Yeah. Maybe it's not the Journal you're trying to quit.
Would somebody please tell me what the hell is going on
Maybe
here?
you should know. Holly and Fletcher...
Holly and Fletcher are going outside to settle this.
Outside?
Yes.
All right.
So I propose a toast. Here goes to my bad memory and to our good friends, Ed and Eve. I hope you have many happy years together.
Here, here.
Thank you. Good luck.
Yeah.
So when's the big date?
Well, we haven't actually set a date yet.
It's probably just as well. We'd forget about it, wouldn't we, honey?
We've pinned down the season, though.
Yeah, I have to wait to hear about a medical conference and...
First things first, you know.
Well, you know.
I'm gonna tackle her and drag her down to City Hall. We promise that we will be married before summer.
Oh, that's great. How does Michelle feel about it? She's still happy about it.
She's good. Yeah, she's absolutely great. Great about the whole thing.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just, I'll be back in a second. Pardon.
Let me check on her.
Well, Ed, I hope it wasn't our tuna melons.
So, you and Blake are okay with living in the same house with Dinah? I mean, everything's gonna work out? You know?
Yeah, it'll work out. It has to. I enjoy having Dinah here so much. Of course, I didn't get to spend time with her as you did with Michelle.
It's hard, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Eve? What's wrong?
Nothing, I'm fine.
You know, let me go call Ed.
No, don't.
Yeah, but you're feeling sick.
It's nothing serious, though.
How do you know that?
Because I'm a doctor.
Well, doctors make terrible patients. Everyone knows that.
I just feel a little queasy, that's all.
I bet you it was the tuna melts. You know, we shouldn't have dared eat them. Once those men started talking about adding touches, who knows what they put in them.
It wasn't the tuna melt.
How do you know?
Because I wouldn't dare eat the tuna melt.
Well, you must be feeling sick.
Well, thank you. Do I look that bad? I feel a
Yeah.
little better than that.
I'm gonna call Ed.
No, do not. Please.
Why?
Because I think I might be pregnant.
Pregnant? Are you pregnant?
Well, I could be.
What, you don't know?
I don't know. I mean, I'm using birth control and everything, but I feel like I've got all the symptoms. Who knows? Maybe I'm that 0.2% that ends up getting pregnant.
Oh, Eve, I think it's great.
Well, I still have to take a test, though, to be sure. So do me a favor and don't tell Ed, all right?
No, your secret is safe with me. And whatever happens, I know you've worked really hard to get your life back together again. And I hope that you and Ed get everything you want.
Thanks. That means a lot coming from you.
Yeah. I never thought I'd say it, but I really do respect and admire you.
Thanks. Gosh, you know, I used to lie awake wondering what it would be like to be accepted in this town. I never actually thought it would happen. And now, I'm marrying the most wonderful man in the whole world.
You earned it. Must feel great.
And a little bit scary.
Hmm? Why?
I don't know, you know, I don't feel like taking any chances with what I've got. I don't want to spoil it by taking a chance. Spoil how happy I am.
I can hardly wait until the two of you are married. Then it'll be your turn to have people raise their eyebrows when you introduce your young bride.
Oh, come on. People don't really do that, do they?
Are you kidding me, Ed? They do it all the time.
All right, you're not okay, are you?
I'm tired, that's all. You think we can go home?
We can do anything you want. We go home.
All right. I'm sorry, Ross. I feel like I've spoiled the whole evening.
Hey, you did no such thing. We had some good times together.
Yeah.
And we are going to have more good times soon. Eve and I agreed upon that.
Oh, that's wonderful. It'll be your turn to forget next time, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
I will see you soon.
Definitely.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Take it easy.
You two, drive safely. Yep.
Yeah. Bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Honey?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to bed. Are you interested?
I thought that I would clean up a little bit, dear.
Well, we can do that later.
Well, I'll just get a start on it, and then I'll come in, all right?
Okay. I wouldn't count on Dinah coming in anytime soon.
No, I thought we couldn't be here together.
We aren't here together. However, we are returned to the scene of the crime.
Oh, the scene of the crime. 15 minutes that changed everything.
Yes. However, in all our carrying on, we lost sight of one very important fact, and that is that this place has a life of its own. This newspaper is depended upon by all of our employees and their families for the support. Oh, no, then what about everybody else in and around this town who depend on our newspaper for all the news they need to know?
Fletcher, it is also about you and me, and it's about a whole lot more than a 15-minute slam-bam, thank you, mister. It's about a lot more than sex.
We went all through this up at the ice shack.
Well, I'm going to keep going through it until you believe me.
I believe you.
Did it mean more to you than that?
Holly,
Did it?
this is not the time or the place.
Was what happened here more to you than just sex?
Much more.
Hi. Sorry, guys. We need a headline story.
Run with the investigation on the mayor, 4 columns around a photo from his press conference.
Okay.
I admit it, Holly. I made love to you right here.
Do you regret it?
Not for 1 second. Which is exactly why I can no longer work here with you.
No, it's why I have to go.
No, Holly. Leaving is my opportunity.
Hi. Sorry. We need a 4-column headline for that mayor piece.
Try new investigation targets mayor.
Got it.
I'm serious, Holly. It's no sacrifice for me to walk out of here.
You may believe that, but I sure don't.
I'll adjust.
I don't want you to.
Holly, just shut up and listen to me for 1 second, will you? Now, you've made a very big step by leaving Roger, and now is your big chance to figure out if you should really be with him. Now is not the time for you to take another big step by leaving this paper. You're hurting. You're confused. I want you to have this newspaper as your support, which is why I can walk out of here happily.
Well, that's one of the kindest things you've ever said, and it's one of the most generous offers that's been made to me, but I cannot accept it.
Ross,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing?
Thinking. What are you doing?
Pretending to read.
Are you angry at me for wanting Dinah to stay?
No. Are you angry at me for asking her to leave?
No, I understand why you're upset with her. But remember, since she is my daughter, Dinah's now a permanent part of our life.
I hope she realizes the same thing about me.
The hell was that?
I don't know.
Maybe it's Dinah. I'll check. Forgot to bring the cat in. I'm not angry with you at all.
Look, Holly, I don't want to argue about which one of us
Hi.
leaving.
Sorry, that new headline's short.
Try official investigation targets mayor.
Okay.
Do you hear yourself?
What?
You're so good at this. It's effortless.
Those are just easy answers for stew questions.
For you, because you're at home here. This is your natural environment.
There's no such thing.
Fletcher, you have an incredible talent, one that I have been taking for granted. I've even been thinking that I make the difference around here. But then a day like today comes when you are not here, and suddenly it is all very difficult. I mean, we can still get a paper out, but there's something missing. And what's missing is the passion and the cohesion that you bring to this place. That's why you can't leave. If you go, the paper loses something it cannot replace. If I go, well, I get to prove how strong I am. I can survive without Roger and without the Journal. But I'll be fine, particularly if I know that you are where you belong. Watch out. You may be speechless for the first time in your life.
Well, Red, I was writing a lousy novel anyway.
Go. Otherwise, you're going to be late for your new client.
I'm going to cancel.
Ross, now, do you think that that's smart? Especially when business is just starting to pick up again.
Do you think I can concentrate on a meeting? I mean, my daughter's been out all night. All I can think of is what's happened to her. I mean, is she in trouble? Is she hurt? Or worse yet, is some awful person taking advantage of her?
Monsieur Thorpe, you are my kind of man. And Chicago is...
I know. Your kind of town.
That's right. Next to Paris, of course.
When you showed up at my table last night, suddenly, I had no idea what a fun evening was in store for me.
Well, it doesn't have to stop. May I ask you a question, Mr. Thorpe?
I have a feeling you will anyway, but go ahead.
Why did you have the driver park a full 2 blocks away from my father's house?
Ah, you noticed. Let's hope he doesn't.
Well, do you think he's peeking through the curtains trying to see us?
I sure hope not.
May I ask you another question?
Sure.
Through our whole magnificent night together, you've been a perfect gentleman.
I assure you, it took Herculean restraint.
You never once tried to kiss me. So my question is why? Or aren't you as bad as everyone says you are?
I'm sorry for calling so early, Mr. Chamberlain. I was wondering if you could give Dinah a message. What? Oh. Well, if you do hear from her, or if she happens to come by, would you, or Vanessa, have her call me? Oh, no, nothing's wrong. I forgot to set a time for lunch. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, so the Lewises haven't seen or heard from Dinah.
That's it. I'm calling the police.
Oh, and what are you going to say? What are they going to do, Ross? You're going to tell them, ooh, my grown daughter, she yanked my chain. She pulled another major maneuver, stayed out all night just to make me feel good and guilty, and it worked?
Wait a minute. She is not as manipulative as you make her out to be.
Every move she makes is calculated.
What is going on, Blake? Why can't the two of you get along?
See, I bet you she even knew you were going to throw that one at me.
She is not the enemy here.
She is also not an innocent victim.
I don't understand why the two of you can't be friends. It's not as if you're from different planets.
Isn't it?
No, you two have a lot in common.
One thing. You.
Oh, for Pete's sake, Blake, it wasn't that long ago that you were pulling the same kind of stunts.
Ancient history. That was before I married you.
Well, it is not ancient history that you two like a lot of the same things. I mean, you're close in age and education. You both like going to Europe. You like good food. Heaven knows you like nice clothes. I mean, what is it with you women? What makes you act the way you do?
Men.
Tu es très méchante.
Me? Naughty?
Yeah, you. My French is coming back to me. You're a very good teacher.
No, I don't think I could teach you anything.
Stop that. Who says I'm bad?
Just about everyone. Except for your daughter. You're not worried about her, are you? Because Blake is old enough to realize that her father is a man with needs and desires.
I'm not thinking about myself. I'm thinking of you.
Oh, Mr. Thorpe, are you worried about my reputation?
You're more like me than you know. Not a very good thing for a pretty young girl.
I can handle it.
If Ross knew that we had spent the whole night together going in and out of every jazz club in Chicago, he would keep you under lock and key for the rest of your stay in Springfield. I don't think you'd want that.
Yes, but we're talking about what you want. And I can only imagine what that would be.
Can you?
I have a very vivid imagination.
Look, it's not that I don't find you extremely tempting and attractive.
So, I guess you are afraid of my father.
Not at all. It's just... he would give you endless grief if he found out you spent even 2 minutes with me.
Well, then you wish me to be your little secret?
I wish you to be very discreet about our little adventure tonight.
I know all about discretion. It's just that... oh, I'm so sick of this dull backwater town and all the stupid people in it. You know, everyone is either too blind or jealous or threatened to give me a chance or even try to get to know me. And you seem to be the only person who thinks it's worth the effort.
Oh, I assure you, it has been, and I thank you for the compliment.
Well, thank you for recognizing it as one. I have very high standards.
Oh.
But, you know, I don't understand why you don't have 100 women lined up just waiting for you to give them the nod. Why I found you sitting alone in the country club that night, bursting to go on some wild spree or something. What is it? It's this Holly person, isn't it? Oh, what in the world did this woman do to you, Roger? Come on, tell me. It's the only exciting thing happening in this town. Tell me all about it, and then tell me what you're going to do to get her back.
Don't you think you better go in now?
Montmartre is my favorite, of course. Très merveilleux.
And so are you. But if you don't get home right now, your father's going to be très misérable.
Hold still. An eyelash. Give me your finger. There. Now, close your eyes. Make a wish. And blow it off. That's out of the way. Our first kiss. They tend to be awkward, and I don't want anything awkward between us.
Ah, now look here, young lady.
Would you like me more if I had a lot of money?
That depends. What are we talking about here?
Well, I just found out that my grandfather Henry set up a trust fund for me, only I can't tap into it for years.
Oh? What would you do with it?
Oh, I'd be on the first flight out of here, leave Mayberry in the dust. If you're lucky, I'll take you with me. Don't laugh, I mean it. My mother's sole executor of the trust, so why don't you tell me? How would you get $250,000 out of her?
Well, let's see. If you want something really badly, the last thing you want to do is go at it directly.
So feign, dodge, and sneak, you mean?
Ah, too obvious, child.
Don't call me child.
I wonder, were you ever a child?
Go on, go on, go on. I want to hear this.
Okay, well, your best strategy would getting some people on your side, the right people.
Such as?
Well, your mother's family. Your grandfather, Mindy, and Josh might be a harder sell.
So I gather my troops, and then what?
Then you plant the seed in your mother's mind, and once the idea of releasing your monies has taken root, she'll turn to her family for advice.
Oh, only I will have gotten there first. You are brilliant.
And you are going home. I do have a meeting to get to.
Well, since you're making me leave, would you at least just do me a favor and drive around the block to make sure I still live here?
Chrissy's not going to be that hard on you.
Chris? Oh, that's right. That's what you call my mean, wicked stepmother. Your little Chrissy.
I think you're exaggerating the problem between you two.
Au contraire. Your precious daughter gave me the old heave-ho, and she very well may do it again. Now, unless you want the image of me roaming helplessly through the streets on your conscience, you better be prepared for me to show up on your doorstep tonight. What's the matter? Don't you trust yourself?
This has been a lot of fun, but all good things must come to an end.
I love it. Well, merci encore for a beautiful evening. I broke the ice. The next kiss is up to you.
What am I gonna do with you?
Anything you want. But I guess I gotta go. It's showtime.
Dinah Marler. M-A-R-L-E-R. All right, thank you.
Ross.
Nobody knows where she is. Not the hospitals, not the police, not the hotels, nobody.
Honey, you have called every single person in town.
Well, you, on the other hand, don't seem to be worried about it at all.
Well, somebody has to remain calm.
Don't you think you should be worried? She's been out all night.
If you'd like, I could get into my car and drive around the neighborhood yelling her name out the window. Better still, I could call the morgue.
Oh, thank you very... Oh, that's comforting. And you call me insensitive. Look, an innocent girl is on the street. A fellow woman in need, perhaps.
A fellow woman?
Well, aren't you the one who's always talking about sisterhood? Whatever happened to that, Blake? Whatever happened to simple compassion? Dinah!